Well, great day to you, everyone. We're out here in the backfield down here at the farm and getting ready for springtime. Now, it's the first week in February, but last week, which was the last week of January, we planted this field. We overseeded it with some cold weather crops, fescue, and some clover, that it's okay to put it out when it's cold. We got some rain, so we scratched the ground up and went over it with a hand seeder and then scratched it back on top. So we're just waiting on it to warm up, and it'll spring up, and this will be a wonderful field. A couple years so ago, this was nothing but brush and briar and bramble. We're pretty proud of how it turned out. You know, the Bible says that there is a time to sow. Now, being a northern boy, you don't sow seed in January. You might feed the birds some bird seed out there in the snow. It would be 20 below, 30 below zero. So living here in Alabama now, it was a thrill and something completely outside of the box of sowing seed in the last week of January. You know, there are times in our lives when we have to think outside the box, do things a little bit differently, but it's always an opportunity to recognize that when we need to sow seed, we need to get it in the ground. I talked with my seedsman at the feed store, and I was kind of procrastinating a little bit, and he said, I do believe that I'd be getting that on the ground right quick. So we got around and got it done. You know, there's no time like now if God's told you to do something, and it's the season for that. The Bible says that there is, to everything there is a time and a season. There's a time to plant and then a time to pluck up what is planted. Well, it was time to plant this field in preparation for the warm weather, the warming spring time when the seed will sprout and it'll grow up and feed a lot of hungry cows and hopefully make them fat and make them productive and profitable. I want to encourage you today to obey God and to look around and see what needs doing. Get that tended to. Sow your seed when it's time to sow seed, even if it goes against your natural thinking or your upbringing or the way that you've always done things. Be open to doing it differently this year, especially this year here in 2021, and I'll tell you, it'll make all the difference in the world, and you watch God work. I want to thank you for joining us today, and I've got a t-shirt on, but I can assure you it's February. It's not that warm, but it will warm up, and we look forward to being with you again in warmer days and sunshinier days in the future. You be at rest, because you're so very blessed.